Hey, what's going on, guys? This is KNasty3890 here. We are back with episode 9 of the Oakland A's franchise rebuild. We're about to start the offseason 2020. We had a disappointing year, but we made some moves I think can help us out. We are just going to finish up, sit in the postseason because we're not in it. The Angels defeated the Cubs. So all you Angels fans out there, congrats. You won the World Series in 2020. Our third base coach has decided to retire. Our contracts with the manager and first base coach have ended. Offseason is about to begin. Few retired players. Oh, shit. Zach Cozart retired at 30. Dude, why do you retire? Only Ortiz retires after having a great year. Well, a really good year. That sucks. That really freaking sucks. Because I was hoping to get a draft pick for him or re-signing him. I had no problem re-signing him. Brandon Morrow retired. That's not the worst thing. His career started off as a starter. He was a failed starter, as you can see here. And then he moved into the bullpen and actually had a career he had a 13-year career, it said, something like that. Yeah, 14-year career. But, Zach Cozart, dude, why do you got to retire on me? Oh, you had a 5-WAR season. That's brutal. Thanks, Zach. Ellsbury retired. Tula retired. Corey Kluber retired. A poor free agent market. He was a 98 overall. 34 years old. Damn, some good people retired. David Wright, John Lester, Pedro Strop. So if we did that trade, Lester and Strop would have both retired. Justin Turner retired. Mark Melancon. There's some names that retired. And none of them made the Hall of Fame. Interesting. All right, so we have more money now than we were planning on. Now, I'm not going to re-sign Felix. I am going to tender him a qualifying offer, get that draft pick. He didn't have a bad year, a 4.33 ERA, a 1.31 WHIP, 200 innings, basically 190 Ks. However, I was hoping he was going to pitch more in like we did in 2019, because he had that one bad year here. Other than that, he was always in the threes, but he regressed a little bit. I'm going to tender that qualifying offer just so we can get a draft pick. We are going to look for another pitcher out there. By the way, we have 2 top 50 prospects that we drafted. Villalobos, I bet you we'll check once the next season starts. He's probably a top 10 prospect in baseball. Would not be shocked. But let's move on with this. I'm going to go through all these right now, sign everyone, then I'm going to show you what we did, why we did it, and then we'll move on. So just give me a second, guys. I'm going to edit this out. All right, so I've gone through all this, guys. Not really a ton of moves we got to do. Dustin Fowler, he's had a couple really good, solid years. He's been a leadoff hitter because he gets on base quite well. And now he's an 85 overall, B potential, 26 years old. Now he's 3 years of MLB service time, so 3 years, so he's a free agent. I offered him a 4-year, $30 million deal. What's that? A little under, about $7.5 million a year. Actually, it's exactly $7.5 million a year. I hope he signs it. That actually takes one of his free agent years, but he'll be 30, right around the prime of his career, and I think at that time he might let him walk, or we'll see where we are at that point. Michael Small is just a 2-year deal. I feel like I should change his first name to Mikey. I don't know. I just feel like I should. Cavanagh, 2-year, $8.6 million deal. Richie Frederick, who we got in a trade, 2-year, $2.2 million. Puck, a 3-year, $12 million. He's asking for a lot. However, I actually may look to move him this offseason once he signs that. Rick Elias, a 2-year deal, 1.5. DeCosta offered him arbitration. Bueller, a 2-year deal. Tatis and Luis Diaz. Now, I think these two guys will be our middle infielders, which I'm a little worried about. Tatis can hit pretty well for a shortstop. Hope that fielding goes up. Luis Diaz should hit, should have good vision. I think he could really just explode overall-wise if he has a good year. Other than that, just signing these people. So nothing too crazy. Let's sim up through here. Make sure these people sign. Derek Griffin signed. I don't care about these guys. All right, let's see. Basically, I want to see if any of those big names signed. Jake Arrieta got traded for Danny Salazar. Interesting trade. Going to the Tribe from the Brewers. All right, so actually, I guess they did. All of them except Cavanagh signed. Actually, we'll give him a little bit more money to pique his interest and just have him sign. Like I said, we're going to let Felix walk. Cavanagh signed. All right, so here we go. Oh, my God, Trout's a free agent. I don't think we could afford him. This dude is ridiculous. He wouldn't even want to come to us. We'd have to offer him even if his bar won't go high enough. I want him so bad. D. Gordon's out there, but doesn't get on base. He does steal base, but he doesn't really get on base that well. Let's take a look at our team and kind of where we should improve. We could use another starter. I could trade. Like, we could trade Puck. We could trade Bueller. We can trade another prospect or two and just try to get a guy like that. We can get someone pretty good for that. What position is that? We need, okay, the shortstop actually we don't need. Because we already know we're going to call him up. Maybe get, I don't know. Like, I hope Piscotty hits this year. He didn't hit last year. Do we move on from him or do we keep him? I'm kind of talking to myself on that. Richard Lynn at third. Hopefully he starts hitting a little bit more. I'm a little worried we're going to be short on power, actually. I'm looking at that. Matt Olson, some power. Maybe go look for a power bat out there. Let's look what's in free agency. Cespedes is not really much power. Only 20 home runs a year. Why don't we do this? I mean, smoke, but we really don't need a first baseman. That's actually where we do have power. Chris Davis is an option. We've been down that road already, obviously. Let's see if we can get a reliever or two. Tazawa pitched okay. Hansel Robus, I've never heard of you. Pitched actually halfway decent. We might be able to get him cheap. A 1-year, $4 million deal. Let's see if he accepts that. Ken Giles kind of struggled last year. Shane Green, no one's there. All right, so what we're going to do, okay, we got Hansel. Ken Giles is a Tiger. I'm very curious where Trout ends up. Chris Archer is a Giant. Should we go after, like, Danny Salzer? Wait, he just got traded. And then did they just trade two guys who are not under contract? That's very weird. You know what we're going to do? Let's see what's out there for pitchers that are out there. Chris Sale's Oriole. I forgot about that. Bumgarner. We could probably get Bumgarner if we wanted. Kind of want to get someone maybe a little younger. Who's been pitching pretty well. Or at least has a contract. Taijuan Walker. Maybe Alex Reyes has a very good contract. However, he hasn't really done anything yet. His ERA has been north of 4 every year. 3-year, $8 million contract is nice. Carrasco, even though he's 34, it's a final year of his deal. Didn't really pitch that well. These guys haven't signed yet. Let's see. Ooh, wow. Okay, he might be hard to get. Rodney Childs. Didn't pitch great last year, but he's an 89 overall, 80 potential, 22 years old. Could we get this? We could get this to work. Oh my goodness. They really like AJ Puck. Really? What do you mean doesn't fit your organizational strategy? What are you talking about? Sometimes this game doesn't let you do trades during like certain parts of an off season. Okay, we could get Noah Syndergaard, who had a 3.5 ERA, had a 3.16, a 3.3. We could get Noah Syndergaard. Now it's $14 million for 2 years. AJ Puck, who I'm just not high on. He just hasn't put it together yet. Like, his ERA has been 4.7 or higher every year. Now let's see what else we would have to include in. I don't want to give up. I mean, they love Puck. Teams love Puck. Don't know why. Not complaining. Now we actually have an abundance of catchers, so we could add Tyler Stevenson because we do have Alex Jackson. We include him and like literally anyone else. There we go. And we have Noah Syndergaard, boys. There we go. We got Syndergaard, Richards, Triggs, Aaron Nola, Walker Buehler is our number 5. Dave Riley's there, but I think we can do something better. Like, I think we can get another arm out there. We still have the pieces to get another arm. So let's see who is potentially out there. And I'm not just looking at overall. Overall's obviously nice, but like Dallas Keuchel, he's been outstanding the last couple years. However, Zach Wheeler's an overall higher. His ERA's been 4.5 or higher every year. I don't care about that. Keuchel's got 2 years left. Now he's 33. He's a little older, but his bar to get him isn't that high. So circle back on that from Miami. See what else is out there. Jake Odorizzi, no. I think that may be the move. Jake Arrieta. I mean, we could maybe sign someone out, but Matt Harvey, but he's no. Severino, no way the Yankees would trade him. He's not even pitching that well. Sonny Gray, no. Otani's on the Red Sox, hasn't pitched great yet. But see, his bar is like ridiculously high. David Price, no. Porcello, could we get Chris Sale? He's out. His contract's way too, like $25 million. All right, yeah, let's go and I think we can get Keuchel, who's, I mean, by the time his contract ends, he's gonna probably retire or be close to it. but I don't think we're going to have to give up a lot for him. Now, they want a reliever, catcher, first base, third, and short. Luckily, we are very deep at third. And I've been, like, Turley, like, I don't know. He's always, like, a high prospect, but he just hasn't put it together. He hasn't really improved at all. But, look, once we include him, it's almost a done deal. We really don't have to include a lot else. So, let's see what else. Like, this guy right here, boom. They want, it's actually not a bad shortstop. I mean, a fielder can't hit, but I'll give up Campos instead. Look at that. We give up our, like, if you're just looking at the depth chart on our third baseman, I like Jackie Jensen more. I like Colton Welker more. I like Derek Griffin more. Obviously, Richard Lynn more than Turley. And we're getting Dallas Keuchel. So, boom. I think our starting rotation now is set. Aaron Nola's our number 5. Now, it's kind of old. I'm not going to lie. 28, 32, 33, 32, and 27. But we still have some young guys in here. We didn't really risk the farm. Hutchinson is still there. And it's not in. It's an I. He's still on there. He's a top prospect. A lot of B's in here. I actually may look Buehler. Now, what's Buehler's contract at? 2.6. Look at he has value out there, and he hasn't done anything yet. Now, he could, but I'm going to look to get like maybe a dominant closer to help our team out. Let's see if there's anyone out there whose contract isn't awful. Now, Ed Wiles could be a guy. He hasn't done it yet. That's straight up. We could do it. That's on the Twins. We'll come back to that. Sean Doolittle. We could do that straight up for Sean Doolittle. That's $8 million a year. Excuse me. Aroldis Chapman. We have to do a little bit more, but he's 33. Kimbrel. Now he has 3 years left, but he really struggled last year. I mean, we could maybe buy low on him. There's Familia. Trevor Rosenthal. Kind of like maybe he's been awful though. Never mind. I think Zach Britton recently in real life just actually tore his Achilles. I think I could be wrong. Maybe Visayeno pitched really well last year, 2.64 ERA. But I think we can do something else. You know what? Let's go young. Let's get Ed Wiles. That's gonna go really well with Frederick. So we get 2 young guys, both 21, both 82 overall, and they're gonna be controllable. Wiles has 5 more years of time before he's a free agent. Frederick as well. So we got 5 years of controllable potential closers that are already in the 80s. They'll be free agents when they're 26. Like, worst case at that time, we're going to get draft picks for them. And we're giving up Walker Buehler, who I liked, but he just hasn't put it together yet. Maybe he will next year. I don't know. But I think Wiles, who struggled last year but did well in his first year, he's only 21. I think he's definitely going to improve. Buehler's already 26. So we're going to do that. So there we go. Our top 5 is that. Aaron Nola, who I think is a free agent after this next year, so we can get a draft pick for him. Triggs is a free agent in a couple years. Keuchel has 2 years left. Richards has 1 year left, but he was so good last year. I kind of like where that is. Bullpen, we got 4 82s or hires, 2 82s here, so that's 6 82 or hires, and that includes Robles that we got, Hansel. So I like our bullpen. Catcher, good. First base and DH. I kind of just want to find a power bat. Richard Lynn is not that guy, unfortunately. But he's a good contact. We could just be a team that doesn't have a lot of power, just good contact, or we move Piscotty. But I think we're gonna be all set. I'm just gonna hope that we have enough power on our team. So let's go through here. Salazar is a Brewer. He was just traded to the Brewers, and then he signed with them. All right, Felix, you son of a bitch. All right, we're going to have to trade Felix now. He doesn't have a spot on our team. Did really no team want? He couldn't get an offer? Luckily in this game, they don't punish you if you trade a guy immediately. In other games, they do. It's kind of unrealistic, I know. We could get Jeremy Turley back. I'm not going to do that. Let's just see what's out there. Not a whole lot, and I kind of understand that. But, I'm not gonna. I might take this trade. We get a young shortstop. Oh, actually, no, I'm gonna do this one because these guys are younger. So we're gonna get Fernando Mota, a pitcher. I mean, he's 71, 22 overall. 71 overall, 22 years old. B potential. That's not bad. We get a center fielder in Marsh. Don't we have a center fielder in Marsh? No, Duffy. Maybe I might be thinking of something else. Brandon Marsh. Not much there yet, but he's a piece. And we get a reliever. who's really a nobody. Let's see maybe if we can include... Could we get... we could get Cam Bedrosian. That's just another option. He may start the year in the minors, but if someone's struggling, we can call him up. And Felix, you did okay, but I like what we have else moving forward. All right, so now let's make sure we have no one who is eligible for the Rule 5 draft that we want to hang on to. I think all these guys are already on the 40-man, but let me double check. All right, I want to make sure we keep you. You're not eligible for the Rule 5 draft. Just real quick, if you don't know, right, like this guy right here, it says eligible for the Rule 5 draft. Bottom right of the screen, it says yes. I will add you to the 40-man, so you can't be picked. This guy as well, I'll add you. Usually if they're younger, I can't remember the exact way to figure it out. I think it's like, it's depending on how many years you are in an organization once you are drafted. But we still have this Brian Feller who, he's a 68 overall, but he'll be in the minors. Hopefully he can tone his game up as a reliever. Same with Eric Gordon. We got a couple young, solid relievers there. And Acevedo. Mickey, I'm going to call you Mickey. We got you as a 23-year-old B potential, 73 overall. That's not bad. Alex Jackson, you are our backup catcher. Smalls, I think, could have a huge year next year. First base is fine. Second base, add you to the 40-man. I'm just going to call you up now. Third base, Griffin obviously will not be eligible. He was just drafted last year. I hope his potential will go up to an A. That'd be sick. Jackie Jensen's not eligible for the Rule 5 draft. Obviously, these guys are not as well. Tatis Jr., I remember your dad. You're getting called up now. Brandon Marsh, you're eligible for the Rule 5 draft. I don't think a team will take you, but I'll still add you just in case. Same with Sierra. I don't think someone will take you, but I will add you just in case. And I think that's it. Villalobos, he was drafted this past year. What is his trait? Situational hitter. I think best is to start you up in Double-A. I think that's the best for you. Start your career in Double-A. And, some of these guys might be eligible, but they're so low in overall. I'm okay with it. So we should be good. Let's sit in the offseason. Marcus Stroman is a Mariner. Pretty good year last year. 4-year, $12 million. Not that much money. Kevin Gausman, he got more money. Wow. All right, let's keep going. We're at the Rule 5 draft. We're going to have the number 6 pick in the MLB draft. James Kapralian is a top 50 prospect. Usually this is really good if your team's really bad and you just want to you can get like a relatively young guy, stash him in your bench or something like that, or in your bullpen for a year, and then you can send him down. But I don't think there's going to be anyone really here for us. I wish you could sort based off potential, but you can't. We are going to skip that. We do not need a pick. We do need to hire coaches, though. We need a manager, a first, and a third base coach. Chili Davis, former Red Sox hitting coach. I don't care about drag buttons, so you're perfect. And we need a third base coach. Hopefully someone young with an A. Here we go. Perfect. Sign those 15-year deals. Never have to worry about it again. Here we go. He's a little older, but that's fine. And let's finish the offseason. Malik Smith got traded to the Yankees for Greg Bird, Adam Eaton, and Kyle Higashioka. So the Yankees traded the best player in Greg Bird overall-wise. Adam Eaton, who's so they traded an 87, 85, and a 75 to get a 70 and 86. And the ages are pretty much the same between Bird and Malik Smith. That is a very interesting trade. I think the White Sox won that trade. Not biased or anything. All right, DaCosta has arbitration. They sided with DaCosta, so he got 2 points. I was hoping to get him for like under $1 million, but I guess they sided with him. I think we're all set. Cespedes is a free agent. However, he really struggled last year. 237, 21 home runs. Didn't get on base 30% of the time. So I don't care about you. All right, spring training has ended. Let's sim the spring training. I don't care about that. Let's just make sure we have scouts. East, we have the best. We could upgrade Central or International. And he's a little better. We'll do that. And International, he's better. All right, so that's all set. Let's get this rotation set up. So we got not a bad rotation. I like this. And look at this bullpen, boys. That's a good bullpen. There's no superstars. There's no like a 95, you know? I guess, do I want Ed Wiles as the closer? Or Frederick? No, Frederick's upset. No, he's not upset. His overall, no, I thought it was higher. We'll give Ed Wiles the start of it. If he struggles, we'll move him. But I think we should pitch. And you know what? If we don't hit for home runs, but we pitch, that is fine. Let's take a look at the lineup. Richard Lynn is a 90 because he must be happy. Yes, he is. He went from, wow, he's an 88 before. He's 22 years old. 90 overall. Cavani batting second. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. I kind of want, you know what? I want Elias batting second. Cavani can bat, and Fowler can bat fourth. That's fine. Piscotty, Cavani, Tatis, Smalls. You know what? Let's have Smalls bat seventh. Tatis, we want the two young guys. But I think Elias is going to be a guy. Like last year, he hit 300 with a 374 on base. He's going to do that. The boy will hit. Boy will hit. Boy will get on base. I like Elias a lot. So we got a young team. I mean, he's 22. Elias is 23. Olsen's 27. Fowler's 26. Piscotty is 30. Cavani is 23. Smalls is 23. Tatis is 22. And Diaz is 23. All right, lineup is young. Rotation's kind of old. So that's kind of what we're working with right now. I guess we'll have Cavani bat second, I guess, in the DH lineup. I'm not too worried about not the DH, the non-DH National League lineup. I'm not too worried about that. I do want Elias batting second. I guess that is fine. And let's just update this. And then we can get into the season. Actually, if he's going to be batting versus lefties. There we go. All right. Minor leagues, I just want to make sure our top prospects are playing. Villalobos is, all right. And then Derek Griffith he's one of our best prospects. Any of other ones? Jackie Jensen is, all right, perfect. Pitching rotation, Torres is, and Abraham, Ruiz. All right, great. Those guys are in. Let's take a look at the top prospects in baseball. Diaz is number one. He's going to graduate very soon. Literally once the season starts. Look at that, boys. I told you. I was thinking top 10. Villalobos is 10th. We have the number 10 prospect in baseball. Look at that. He can hit already. Let him. He's only 18. I like that. What else do we have? Number 16 in Hutchinson. He's a 74 overall. I'm actually going to call him up to AAA. Let's see. Anyone else? Luis Torres. All right. And I think that's probably, I can't think of anyone else. All right, so let's call up Hutchinson to AAA. I want you in AAA. I want you pitching. Who are we going to take out? Is Holmes? Holmes is a B. You're a B. Actually, Ruiz is a C. Damn, we have a lot of pitchers in AAA. Let's call one or two of them down to AA. Phil Meyer. There we go. And just call a couple more buys up to AAA so we can fill out that roster. All right, now I'm going to save it real quick, boys, and we're going to start. I told you guys in the last video we'd go through the draft. This is going to be a longer video, but we're going to go up and do the draft. But let me just save the game real quick because we haven't saved it yet. All right, guys, we're about to start 2021. I believe this is year 5 in it. I told you guys we're going to go through the draft. We got the rotation all set up. Let's be great. We should win. We're going to update AAA. So let's do that. Thought I had it all set. I guess not. Let's do that real quick. Hopefully our pitch, I feel like we should pitch. I just hope that our lack of power is not going to kill us. We should hit for good enough average. If our pitching pitches well and they are not, we should be all set. But right now we are 9-14. Come on. We can't pitch. We can't pitch. Is it this? We play in a pitcher's ballpark and we can't pitch. Travis Shaw got traded back to the Red Sox for Kyle Lewis. Interesting. All right, now we're winning some games. All right, we were at the draft. We're 25-31. We have the number 7 pick in the draft. Let's see what's here. A shortstop, but he's years away. Center fielder, he's 22. He's years and years away, though. A couple closers. A second baseman, again, years away. Starting pitcher, he's 19 and he's years away. That I might do. I might do that. This catcher who could be ready in 2024, he's 20 years old. But I think starting pitcher, even though he's a couple years away. Ooh, this guy right here is also fully scouted from South Carolina. His overall right now is a 65 out of 80. This one's a 55. So right now the leader is Luis Pinheiro for our draft pick. Okay, we're going to go with Luis Pinheiro. Hopefully he's a good pick. And we do have, I think we're going to have a compensatory round pick because of the Felix. Yep. All right, so let's see what's available here. There's another pitcher here, which we might take. A shortstop. I think we're going to take that pitcher I just saw. Unless someone else is available that I missed. There's other pitchers here. A 25-year-old right fielder who's like 5 years away. That's ridiculous. I hope they fix that next year's game. Where like there shouldn't be guys who are 25 in the draft. I'm going to take Salgado. He could be ready in a year or two. And we do have, I might take a shot with a hitter here. I don't know. Let's see what's out there for some hitters. Starting pitcher again. Maybe another pitcher. I don't know. Like if he's the best player, he's the best player. Gil Cruz already has a 75 out of 80 overall, so he's very close to being ready. That might be the move. Closer, another starter, a closer, another starter. A reliever. No, I'm good. All right, let's take Cruz. Let's go with where is he? Gil Cruz, a left fielder. Hopefully he can hit. And we have that's the nice thing about having the compensatory round pick. We can kind of take a shot with him because we got that extra pick. So let's see if there's any other 80 overall or 80 potentials that are out there. Blanco, I'm going to just take you. There's other names that are just like you. Kind of scouted that 80 potential. The first one I saw, we're taking. Hopefully that's a hit. I think I'm going to take this closer here. There is a starter, but this closer's been a little better scouted. So we'll take him and hope for the best there. Hey, maybe that starter's available in round 5. Sometimes they are. I think that's him. I don't know if it's him. We're going to take another starter that could be an 80 potential. And in round 5. Round 6 now, I think we might just take a complete shot in the dark. We'll take this Mark Ridley guy. He's kind of scouted. He's 19. He's a few years away. 75 potential. But in the 6th round, like if he's a B potential, I'm ecstatic with that. And round 7, Salazar. Haven't scouted him at all. It's round 7. Not every team gets to pick this round. Let's see how we did in the draft. All right, that's not bad. Pinheiro's a 94 potential. That's a good pick. We hit another good pick, like a solid A there. Salgado's an 85. That's not bad, and he's a 61 overall. Gil Cruz, I didn't realize how fast he is. So Gil Cruz is an 87 potential. Already he's a 75 overall. The guy can run. I mean, he could be in the bigs next year just because of the fact of his speed. Like, there's a value there. That's a bad pick. This closer, though, I'm glad we took him because he's an 89 potential. That's basically almost an A. Gomez is a C. Ridley's a C. But like I said, that was like in the 6th round. I said that's a shot in the dark. It is what it is. Our 7th round pick is B potential. I will take that. So let's just take a look and see how everyone's doing on the team, and then we're going to end the video. Where are we in the standings? We were dead last. We were only 8 games out and only 7 out of the wild card. I say 7, but there's only a couple teams in front of us. We just have to start pitching. Like, our pitching just needs to do better. Like, that's where we invested a lot of, like, veterans in. Syndergaard needs to pitch better. Richards has been good. Keuchel needs to pitch better. Nola's been probably our best. Triggs is actually finally being a little more human. Bedosian's not really pitching that great. Frederick's all right. Robles struggling. McGee is struggling. Wilson's struggling. Estevez is struggling. Our bullpen is what's killing us. So I guess we're going to have to make some updates to the bullpen. Let's take a look at the lineup. Richard Lynn is only hitting 254. Is he getting on base at least? 336. That's not too bad. Elias is hitting 318. The dude can hit. 10 bombs already. That's not bad. He's going up in overall. Matt Olson, 22 home runs. Holy cow, dude. Holy cow. What's his WAR so far? 2.4. It's very high. Dustin Fowler has 5 home runs. Piscotty's in 280 with 5. You know, I'll take that. Cavaney is just not hitting at all. 229. Does have 9 home runs, which is nice. Michael Small's in 278. So that's not bad with his defense. I'll take that. Tatis is hitting 209. Dude's got to start hitting. And Diaz is hitting 298. That's nice to see for Luis Diaz. So that's going to be the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It is a little bit of a longer one. I think the next video we're gonna have to update our bullpen. We're gonna have to move some guys around, maybe cut like McGee, Maybe call down Roble or someone else, or Estevez. I don't know. We need to find a guy who can pitch out of the bullpen. I think that's our problem. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, though. We got another good pick, at least a lot of trades. I'll talk to you later, boys. Take it easy. Peace.